saying, Sarge?
What?
Is it that one for nick cars, get away from the police?
Sounds a bit drastic. I'm hoping it won't come to that.
Eh?
I'm just looking at my pension.
Your pension? Oh, I knew you were getting on a bit, Sarge, but I didn't think you were that old.
You got a plan for tomorrow, haven't you?
Live for today, that's my motto.
I remember saying that exact same thing. I don't know if you've noticed, but that clock up there keeps on ticking.
Hey, Jonesy, you start thinking about your pension, yeah?
Or what?
It's you then, by the looks of it, Sarge.
He doesn't know what he's going to be doing tomorrow, let alone when he gets out of here.
That's where you're wrong, Sarge. Tomorrow, I'll be smashing the fizz.
Seriously, I don't know where I'll be in 5 years' time, let alone 40.
Know when the best time to plant a tree is? 20 years ago. Now the second best time? It's right now. You've got a wife and kid, haven't you? Would have thought you'd been thinking about stuff like that.
Hang on, I thought we're already in a pension scheme.
You can bet your life it'll be a rip-off.
Actually, our pension scheme's one of the best there is.
Well, there you go then. Sorted. What's to worry about?
Yeah, but do you know what you're going to get and when you're going to get it?
There's plenty of time before I have to worry about all that.
Yeah, of course there is. Tick, tock. Tick, tock.
So, Sarge, if we've all got pensions anyway, what's the big deal?
What happened to living for today?
Got some time to kill, so, you know.
Well, I don't know about you, but I don't plan on working my whole life. And I certainly don't plan on being in forever. So I want to know how it all works and what it will be. I want to know how much my missus would get if I got topped. All pretty important stuff.
Hang on a minute. What's this about a pension pot? Am I meant to be putting money in it?
No, it's a non-contributory scheme. It means you don't pay anything towards your pension. It's paid for by the government.
So how much will I get?
Well, it depends on how long you serve. It's called a Career Average Revalued Earnings Scheme, which means that every year the MOD puts money aside for you into your pension pot. It's not taken from your wages, it's just extra money put aside.
Right.
So each year they calculate 1/47th of your pay and put it towards your pot. But because 10 quid today won't be the same as when you retire, they index link your pot. So it grows a little every year and keeps its value. Are you with me so far?
Yeah?
You sure?
No, not really, Sarge.
Here. Have a look at that.
Your pension starts accumulating right from your first day of paid service and is calculated using a system called Career Average Revalued Earnings. Every year, an amount equal to 1/47th of your annual salary is put into your individual pension pot. Because of inflation, the government also applies index linking at the rate of average earnings to help your pension pot to keep its value. And when you leave the armed forces, your total pension pot will be the amount you'll receive as an annual pension. Divide that by 12 and you arrive at the amount you'd receive each month. But unless you serve for 20 years or more and reach the age of 40, you won't get your hands on any money immediately. If you do serve for 20 years or more and reach age 40, then you will qualify for an early departure payment. This is called the 2040 point. The EDP is paid from the point you leave the services and will continue until you reach your state pension age. At this point, it is replaced by your full deferred pension. Your early departure payment will consist of a lump sum equal to 2.25 times the value of your pension pot, which will be paid at the point that you leave the armed forces, plus a regular monthly income, which over the year will be equal to 34% of the value of your pension pot. Finally, the few who serve all the way to age 60, which is known as the normal pension age, will draw their pension straight away.
So basically, they're going to build my pension pot for me,
Yep.
which is index linked,
Yep.
which if I've got it right, is a bit like bank interest.
The man's a genius.
Can I put my own money in as well?
Yep, it's called added pension. And that would be index linked too.
So the longer I'm in, the more I get.
Yep.
It's all right then. So how do I work out how much I'll get back?
Well, that's what the online calculator's for. You put your details in, and it forecasts what your pension could be.
Okay, but how does it know what rank I'll leave at?
Well, you have to forecast that yourself. I mean, you could pretend to be a general if you wanted to, but I wouldn't plan your life around that happening.
Funny, thinking about leaving. I'd miss it, you know. The banter and that.
Yeah, me too. I plan on joining the reserves when I leave.
Yeah, my dad did that.
I mean, the good thing about that is that any time spent in the reserves counts towards your pension. The reserves get exactly the same deal, just don't get an EDP, but the rest is exactly the same.
Right. I don't know if I'll join the reserves or not, really.
Well, if you come back in within 5 years, then you'll carry on from where you left off with your pension. But otherwise, you've got to start from scratch.
Start from scratch?
Not your old pension. I mean, that'd be secure. Just the time you spent in the reserves.
So you know before about what happens if you get hurt?
Yeah.
Well, what does happen?
Depends on what it is. Everyone's covered for the basics, like getting injured on ops. But because you've been in for more than 2 years, you're covered for other things, like accidents outside work, or getting ill.
Right. I think I'll keep that quiet from the missus, huh?
Oh, yeah? Why's that?
Because she'd waste no time having me up a ladder fixing something and I'd have no excuse. Right.
That's us.
Oi, what's that you got there?
The gardening brochure. It's about planting trees.
Pensions? Not you as well.
Yes, mate. Time to start looking me on the weekend.
Why? Oi, what's happening at the weekend?